Hi guys, welcome to 12th Ray Prophecy, and today we're going to be finding out what you can expect for the month of December, what blessings are coming your way, what are your shortcomings, what are the challenges you are going to face, and knowing these things beforehand is actually going to help you stay on track and not let these challenges bog you down. Okay, so what we will be doing is we will be having three piles, and you need to go to the description or the comment section where I have pinned the selection. You need to choose one card and you can directly go to your pile to listen to the reading. Hi, group number one. Let's find out what's in store for you for the month of December. So, out here we've got the Page of Cups. Now, Page of Cups, when I look at it, I'm feeling like, uh, everything is almost like it's about to begin for you. Although the year is ending, I'm feeling like there is going to be a new sense of creativity, a new sense of direction for you, and you're willing to learn, you're willing to take up the challenges, and you're willing to move ahead no matter what. Okay, so you are definitely going to be taking up some task, and I feel like you have been putting in certain amount of effort towards a particular idea or a goal, and you are waiting for your results of some kind. You're putting in the effort, but then there is just a sense of waiting for the good news, the success to come in. Okay, now I see that the home is going to be a very, very important aspect of your December. Okay, so especially when it comes to family, home, wanting to enjoy time with the people that you love is a very important aspect. I also feel that in case if you have been living away from home for a very long time, you will be returning back to your family and to the people whom you love. I feel like it is possible that you have to, or you're going to embody this energy of being very, very strict. Okay, you're not going to take any nonsense, you're not going to put up with bullshit from people. You are going to say it as it is. All this time it is possible that you've been very sweet, very kind, especially when I look at this Cancer energy out here, willing to take it up for the family, take one for the family. And in case if someone is trying to put you down, and that you know you just kind of let it go because you feel like, okay, fine, maybe they don't mean it. But in the month of December, you are going to show people their place. You're not going to take bullshit from them. You're not going to take all their nonsense. If someone says something wrong, you do not like it, you will be putting them in place. Okay, I also feel like with the Hierophant, you will have some sort of a mentor or a teacher figure who will be giving you knowledge. If you are having issues with some thing that you're newly taking up, okay, so you've started something afresh, new, and if you're having any kind of obstacles, or even if you're just learning something new, we need people who are going to direct us in the right way, who are going to help us solve our issues or at least provide guidance. So here we see that you are going to have that kind of a help come in for you. Okay, what is the energy that you're going to be embodying this particular month is of femme fatale, okay, who is sexy, erotic, feminine. So you are actually going to be igniting your inner goddess, and more than goddess, it's going to be like this very erotic version of yourself. So twerking, moving your hips, feeling yourself, listening to really sexy music is going to help you channel that beauty from within you. Okay, so a lot of beauty comes from within us. us, and when we take hold and take charge of that beauty and accept it, we kind of exude it outside and other people can feel that energy, right? So I feel like that is the energy that you are going to embody. And at the same time, we also have the monk or the nun energy. So you also have selfless devotion, single-minded spirit, dedication to spirit. So we have two very opposite kind of energies coming into play out here, where although you will be really sensuous, you will still be true, and you will honor your inner spirituality, inner person, and inner spirit. Okay, so you're dedicated to that. You're not losing your way into sensuality and just getting lost in it without any meaning. Even if you're accessing your sensuality, I feel like you will be doing it with a lot of intention, uh, with the goal of wanting to achieve something through it. Okay, it could be the outcome that you want a child. So even when you're engaging in your sensuality, it will be with a certain goal in mind that you want to achieve. Either you want to achieve a certain kind of liberation, you want to achieve certain kind of bonding with a particular person. So I feel like that is going to be a very central theme to you. Apart from that, we've got share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, and expression. So, in case if you have been alone for the longest time, not meeting friends, not going out too much, it's time for you to come out, meet people, stay active on social media. Let people know what is going on, and let people have a slice of who you are in case if you have been in complete confinement. Okay, then we've got the great gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. So you will be meeting people who are on your same energetic level, who probably you have been missing all this time. You have been wanting to meet people who are on the same intellectual spiritual capacity as you. And I feel that in the month of December, you are going to be finding that you're going to be surrounded by these wonderful people. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So we are finding this aspect of teacher, of devotion, of beauty. All these themes are recurring over and over again. And when I look at this card, I get the feeling of some kind of ancient civilization. Okay, and the colors also match the background that is going on out here. So I feel like you are in want of a group. If you're a woman, you're wanting people of your same gender whom you're going to be able to share your inner self with, also gain insight into who you are, and also be able to explore sensuality, like just platonic sensuality. I don't know if that makes sense, but not having any kind of an ulterior motive to the friendship, but just by being there, just by accessing each other's energy, hugging each other, holding hands, you will be able to access a very platonic kind of relationship, yet so very fulfilling, so very lovely, along with the same gender of people that you are. Okay, and then we've got a feeling of being an outsider. Okay, in case if you have been wanting to conceive a child, okay, if that is one of your goals, it is possible that you have not allowed the soul of that particular child that you want to invite to come in. So it's important for you to allow and invite the soul to come and uh, live as your child, and allow the child to be parented by you, and invite it to come in. So I feel like maybe the soul feels like you are not ready, or you are kind of blocking its entry into your life. Apart from that, I feel like it is possible that you may be blocking yourself in the month of December, in terms of you want to go out, you want to be with people, you want to feel fulfilled, but at the same time something is going to be blocking you, where you will feel like, oh no, I really can't do that. So that is an internal feeling that you will be having, and I feel like you will be looking at other people enjoying, other people having good friends, and that might bother you a little bit. And it is possible that you may be overworking, working too much, exhaustion, something. I think this is more of a mental state that you will be feeling, more than a physical state, where I feel like you're just feeling emotionally and mentally exhausted. When I'm looking at this, I'm feeling like my breath is getting heavy, and my heart is feeling so heavy. So I feel like that is something that you probably have been going through or may go through in December, where you're just feeling very tired. So maybe one of the reasons why you may not be able to interact, or one of the very important reasons why you need to in fact go out and meet the people whom you like, whose company you enjoy. So, in case if you do happen to experience this in December, or if you feel like you're experiencing this right now, you need to remember that you need to take it from moment to moment, one day at a time. Look at what you can deal with right now, deal with it and finish it. Don't think of what is going to be happening 100 steps ahead, because a lot of things, trust me, can change even 2 steps ahead. A lot of variables can keep changing, right? They're called variables for a reason. So that's one of the things that's coming through. Then we've got affirmations to lift up your thought and energy, and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. So keep telling yourself everything's going to be okay. I'm going to be with the people that love me, that I enjoy being with, and I'm very sure that those things will manifest quicker than you can think. The other thing I'm getting, in case if you're studying, practice, practice, practice. Okay, with daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So, is there something that you've been wanting to do? I feel like with creativity, especially with the first card that has come through, something to do with creativity, maybe drawing, maybe singing, something that you're good at, something that involves your passion and your creative sense. Okay, and you're being told to continue to practice. Don't stop, don't feel disheartened because you're not getting the likes, the followers, the appreciation, the sales, but continue to practice, and people will definitely see the outcome of this practice. Because practice, when you keep doing it, no matter how talented you are, or however new you are to that particular thing, the hard work is actually quite visible through your work. Okay, so keep practicing. And the last card we have is admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you desire. Okay, so it's time for you to write down your affirmations, write down what you want to manifest, and what are your desires. What do you really want? Are you blocking yourself from getting the things that you want? Okay, so that is something that I'm getting out here, and I feel like you need to connect with nature. That is something that I'm getting. Like when you look at this card, she is grounding herself. So a lot of grounding needs to happen, a lot of internal monologue needs to happen, or dialogue. Okay, so let's hope that your December is fun and you're able to overcome any obstacles, challenges, and accept all the blessings that you're getting with an open heart. All right, bye. I hope you've enjoyed. Hi, group number 2. Let's find out what is in store for you for the month of December. So, first, we start off with the Page of Wands. There is some new kind of passion that's going to be coming into your life, the capacity to take action on things that you may have kept pending. Okay, that is some kind of an energy that you will be receiving in the month of December. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. Something is going to change when it comes to your money. Let's find out what it is. Usually, Wheel of Fortune can go both ways. It can be absolutely devastating. At the same time, it can be where you're being showered with a lot of money, and usually it is where you're going to be winning a lottery or good things are going to be happening to you. Okay, so you're going to be getting a lot of influx of finances and good luck. Although I do feel that you have had a lot of limiting beliefs. Okay, so these beliefs that are there are kind of hindering you from getting that influx of money. Okay, so as I told you, it can go both ways, not necessary that it has to go only one way, but there is a kind of victim mentality that is happening out here, where you pity yourself, where you feel very bound, you're not able to move around. It could be because of your finances not being very strong. Then I see that you are doing your work. Okay, it's not like you're not doing your work. You're putting in your work, you're doing all the things that need to be done. You have set up things, you have created a certain kind of routine. That is what I'm hearing. And I feel like you have just kind of started doing a certain thing, and you're expecting a lot, the result really very quickly. But I feel like it's going to take a little time, it's going to take a little more work during the month of December. You have to continue to work towards it. And yeah, this card gets me every time. Like I mean to say, there is not one time where I have got this card and it has not meant the same thing. So anytime I get this card, this is about poverty mindset or some kind of big expenses coming your way, where you will not be able to have a lot of money to spend on lavishes or treating yourself. Okay, so which means that you have to be very careful about how you're using your money. Ensure that money has been kept aside for rainy day. And basically, when I look at this card, it is a card when you know that finances are going to be tight. Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like for the month of December, Wheel of Fortune itself is a major arcana card, and it has its own very massive spiritual energy. And I feel like there is a lesson in the learning for you when these expenses come your way. So don't look at it like some sort of um, sort of curse or some sort of bad luck. Even if these things come your way, learn how to create solutions. That is what I'm hearing. Learn how to create solutions. Learn not to get stuck in those patterns of feeling that you don't have money. Because I feel like with the victim card, it is possible that you might, or you are naturally very prone to victimizing yourself in any kind of a situation. So when these situations do arise, if you're able to pull yourself out of the rut, pull yourself out of the victim mentality, and move towards actually looking out for a solution and knowing that there are always people there to help you. So when I look at this card, there is a church behind. That is a church window that you can see out here. And there is always help. Even though they are in the cold, they can choose to enter the church and ask for help. The church will provide them with food, with at least water. So there is help around you. You just need to look for it and use your resources strategically during the month of December. Don't be disheartened. This is the energy that we are getting. Although with the major arcana card being Wheel of Fortune, it is possible that a lot of money will also come in. So it could be possible that you will have extremes for some people, where you have money one day and the other day you're worrying, and then suddenly more money comes in and things will be okay. Because with the minor arcana cards of poverty, it kind of gets nullified when you get better cards, that is Wheel of Fortune. Okay, then we've got Gossip. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Okay, so I feel like there is someone who is going to be gossiping about you, or yeah, I'm feeling like someone else is gossiping about you, about your situation, about how things are not really going too well for you. Okay, so that is the kind of energy that I'm getting. But what I can hear is, don't pay any kind of attention to these people. And the other thing I'm getting is addict helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So with you, it could be any other kind of addiction also, just what is mainstream considered as addiction. It could be drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, overeating, spending, or it could also be victimization. Okay, it could be dwelling in self-pity for way too long. Okay, so that is also an addiction. So it's time for you to recognize these patterns and break them. So the month of December is going to be very transformative for you spiritually. Then we've got the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. How appropriate. Okay, it's happening for you. Any of these situations that you will be coming across will be happening in order to teach you something, in order for you to get your brains working a certain way that will eventually give you success, right? So it's not happening to you, but it's happening for you. Then we've got answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? What is your soul calling you to do? And we've got Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Be patient. It's going to happen. Whatever that you're wishing is going to get manifested. But in the month of December, you have to be patient. Okay, then we've got beyond illusion. There is some kind of illusion that is blocking your mind. There is some kind of transformation also that is about to take place with the butterfly here, and just with the way that you view the world, with how you view things, that is about to change. So I feel like this victim mentality comes also from comparison, right? So what is it that you're comparing yourself to? Are you comparing yourself to absolutely unachievable standards? Are you looking at your addiction and feeling like, I will never be able to overcome this? Or, people are overcoming their addictions so quickly. So when will I be able to do it? Or even when it comes to your finances, are you comparing yourself to someone who's probably had generational wealth or a lot of help from others when it comes to their finances and setting up their business, their house, their cars, or whatever it is? So your journey, I feel, has been very different. You may have had responsibilities prior to this that have demanded your resources, and due to which you feel like things are completely out of your control. So with this comparison, whom are you comparing yourself to, and is it necessary? Is it beneficial? Okay, so for example, we have a bamboo comparing itself to the tree. The bamboo is thin and the tree is very large and the trunk is quite thick. So when we look at these, both of these have their purposes, both of these have their needs, their wants, and also their uses in our lives, but we cannot compare them because each of them have their own unique place in the world. And then we have creativity. Some kind of creativity will have to be accessed in finding these solutions that you're wanting to look out. And I feel like there are certain blocks that you need to find creative solutions to. But since your brain is wired to fit and quickly come into the victim mentality, it kind of gets a little difficult for you. But in the month of December, I feel like you're going to be breaking this pattern of yours. Okay, easy does it is the fairy message. Stop trying so hard to control everything and the doors will open for you. Sun, your sun is watching over you and protected as he explores his world. Okay, so either you're the sun or you have a sun. Okay, then we've got winter. Something's going to be happening in winter. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. And the last card, holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. Okay, so for this group, all I can say is that I'm feeling a very heavy energy. um, it doesn't always feel nice to get such kind of heavy readings. It can be quite unsettling, but I feel like I want to pull one more card for you guys. And for you guys, I'm going to be pulling specially from the animal deck, the spirit animal deck, and I will also be reading from the book because I'm still getting used to it. It's not something that I have studied completely yet. Okay, so with the spirit animal deck, can you tell us for the month of December for group number 2, to give them courage and motivation, please provide some insight. Group number 2. The hummingbird is positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to these sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, the hummingbird is smart, curious, loves to learn, and when out of balance, it is pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. Okay, learn something is what is being advised to you. But I feel like you already have a sense of spirituality, a certain kind of depth to your understanding of the world, and I think that you should utilize that understanding to the problems that you may face in the month of December in order to find your answers. Okay, now unicorn, we've got reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it is real. They ever exist? Perhaps long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn and you have begun your quest for the answers. Okay, so I think that we've got absolutely appropriate cards from the animal spirit deck that are indicating to you that you are on the lookout for your answers. You are going to find your solutions. It's just going to take a matter of changing your perspective and throwing away your shackles that you have bound yourself to and setting yourself free. All right, I hope you've liked this. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Let's find out what you can expect for the month of December right now. So the first card you've got is the 7 of Cups. Wanting a lot of things, having a lot of dreams, having a lot of options for something. It could be in the matter of love, job, or just about things that you need to get done, want to do. Okay, so that's something that I'm getting for the month of December. At the same time, I feel like there is going to be a newfound vitality. You're going to be feeling more energetic. Probably you'll be exercising, trying out a new routine in which you will be experiencing some sort of burst of energy. okay, or you may be trying out a new activity, diet, or some kind of a thing where you will be able to access more energy that you have been kind of not feeling as much from the past few months. Okay, so compared to that, December is going to have a lot of action, a lot of new found passion and energy. And at the same time, I see out here we've got justice card. So this is basically about balancing the scales. Karma is going to balance its scales, make sure that you're not messing anything up, doing anything unethical, doing anything that is going to put you in trouble. Okay, and if there are any kind of court matters, legal issues, anything to do with the law, that is also probably going to be in the picture and kind of taking place in the month of December for you. Okay, then we've got some kind of a loss. Okay, in case if you're fighting a court case, I I'm getting the feeling that you should kind of wait, don't be in a rush, let it kind of move ahead, don't do it in the month of December. Apart from that, I feel like there is some kind of a hurt in your heart that is making you feel very drained. That's the feeling I'm getting internally. It's kind of draining you and your life force. You feel that there is someone who has betrayed you, who is probably hurting you. And I don't think that this is going to happen in December. This has already happened. But we see that there is going to be some kind of a change with that energy. Although you do want that person to come and say sorry, you want that person to apologize. Okay, so basically what I'm understanding here is that there has been some kind of a loss. Definitely it could be in terms of your career, it could be in terms of a friend, a lover, whoever that person may be. But definitely you are feeling like you are not going to back down, you are not at fault out here, and you want to do something that is going to make them feel sorry that they did that particular thing. Okay, so I feel like internally at the back of your mind, these are the things that are coming. I also feel like the person who has hurt you, it is very likely that they will come to the front and apologize for some of you. Okay, so I feel like they are the ones who will say that yes, I have made a mistake, and you are not yet willing to forgive them. You are not in the state of mind, in the state in the month of December to forgive them. But for some of you, there is good news that they will come and apologize. And even if they might not come up front and apologize to you, internally they are feeling very heavy, they are feeling a sense of regret, okay, for doing whatever that they did. Definitely. Apart from that, we have got Queen, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So with the Justice card and the Queen card, I feel like there is an element where you are at a pedestal, or rather you are at an advantage in whatever situation that is happening in the month of November that is moving into December. And when we are looking at this, you're going to be, you have the option, you have two options, whether you want to use your power and your energy and your strength to do the right thing, to be the bigger person, or if you're going to use that energy in order to completely destroy that person. So I feel it's completely up to you, although with the Queen card, I feel like it is better if you take the highway. Okay, it is better if you be the bigger person. I see that there is child orphan out here, independence based on learning to go, uh, it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Okay, so there is some kind of some kind of an energy where you feel that you are not wanted by the current person or current job or whatever that place that you are at, either friend, lover, job. At some point you are feeling like you are not wanted, that they are trying to eject you alienate you, make you move on. Okay, so I'm feeling like that is the energy I'm getting with the orphan child. It's not necessary that you were an orphan or your parents had an issue, not necessarily, but I do feel in this context in December that they might try doing something like this, or you might get a feeling like, I'm not really wanted here, the kind of help that I'm required to get, I'm not really able to get it, and I am not able to feel that I have people who support me around me. Okay, so that might be an issue in the month of December. And at the same time, we see that you will choose to maintain your innocence, to be pure of your heart. And basically, with this Virgin card, I feel that you are a very, I wouldn't say naive, nor would I say innocent. I just feel you're a very kind person. You see kindness in people. You are able to access who these people are even without knowing too much about them. You already know a lot just by assessing them. And I feel that in the month of December, you will embody this energy where you will be able to assess people really very well. And I feel that for you, okay, for you, for some reason your heart is going to be closed. You're not going to be able to trust people very quickly, maybe because you have been very innocent and you have been very kind. This kindness of yours has been taken for granted prior to this. Okay, so which means that people have felt that you are stupid for being kind, okay, or you're gullible for being kind. So that's not actually the case. You're quite smart, you know how to judge people, but they have taken your kindness, your love for granted. Okay, so you're going to be closing your heart out. I think that is what this Three of Swords might also indicate, that there have been some kind of there is some kind of energy where it is asking you to close your heart off, and just stay guard. Okay, don't completely open yourself to people very easily, but definitely pay attention to who are the people who genuinely care for you. Okay, sometimes certain things can be very deceptive. People who probably tell you the truth are very upfront with you. You may not like it, you may feel that they're being very cruel, or they're being very rude, but actually they might be the people who have your best interest at heart. Okay, so depending upon that, I think you can definitely make your call in the month of December. Apart from that, boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? That is for your month of December, where you are going to be telling people to F off. Okay, you're going to tell them that, this is what I'm going to accept, this is something I'm not going to accept, and that's it. Okay, you're not going to be arguing with them, you're not going to be pleading for their approval, you're not going to be pleading for them to come back, and you're not going to be that person who is just going to take bullshit from other people. Okay, so which is a good thing. I think in case if you are planning of taking the highway, keep your dignity. Don't allow them to again think that you are a person who has no self-respect, right? And then we've got break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So there is some kind of rewriting of the future that is taking place because you are breaking ancestral karma. So there are certain dispositions that we are bound to repeat over and over again, because we have the same DNA of our parents, of our grandparents, of all our ancestors. Since our DNA is programmed in a certain way, we are predisposed to repeating the same patterns, repeating the same things that our parents and grandparents and ancestors have kept on doing, good or bad. Okay, so I feel like when you're going to acknowledge this in the month of December, set your boundaries, not allow people to take you for granted. These things are actually going to rewrite your DNA and your code. Then we've got deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Okay, so you'll require a lot of rest also in the month of December. It is possible that you might also go for a vacation. And now we've got the master. So now you're going to be becoming the master in the month of December, where you will be mastering yourself, creating control. And I think when you create boundaries, you give yourself respect, and that automatically opens up new energy for you to use for yourself. All this time you have been trying to fill the emotional cup of other people, trying to please other people, trying to be a better person to people, but when it is not reciprocated and when it is not appreciated by the opposite person, it can often drain you. But by setting boundaries, by letting them know that this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is where I draw the line, you are leaving a lot of energy for yourself to enjoy, to explore. So I think that it's a very fun card that you've got out here with the light over your head. There's going to be new insight and you're going to be the master. Then we've got the rebel. Okay, a lot of people might find you rebellious for this, because all this while they have seen you comply, they've seen you accommodate a lot of things, but now it's like, you're giving them what they deserve, you're giving them the same bullshit that they were giving you. Right? So now people are like, whoa, like this person is rebellious, we can't mess with this person. Okay, so that's what's going to be happening for you in the month of December. And we also have the Fool, so some new journey that you will be taking. And I feel that in case if you feel like you are not wanted at a certain place, especially with this orphan child that I'm having, you're not wanted by a certain person, by a company, by a group of people, you are going to be choosing to leave from that particular place, and you're going to be starting a new journey of understanding, of being able to move on with these lessons that you've learned. Then we've got stress. Okay, stress is also going to be very high for you in the month of December. That is why it is very important for us to take it one day at a time, and also for us to rest and replenish, because there are so many things that are happening, so many changes, so much of emotional turmoil, so much of insight, so much of work that you'll be doing on yourself. So yes, it is going to be a stressful time. It's going to be very quick, whatever that's going to happen in the month of December. But at the same time, stress is not always bad. Okay, it is fun sometimes to take up stress, to do a lot of activities, but also we need to remember that we need to take good rest and take good sleep. All right, now we have got debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. In case if you are constantly taking money from people on loans, or you have loans that are there, or even if it is an emotional or karmic debt, you can expect that to be paid off in the month of December. Spring, your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. So you can expect really good things to happen by the time it is spring. And we've got a spiritual teacher. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. This is one of the reasons we also got the master card, right? When you face these issues, when you learn how to solve these issues, do you become a master, and then you learn and you teach people how to heal themselves because you've done it, right? So you are a spiritual teacher. And then we've got marriage. The fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. So either you are attending someone's marriage or you will be getting married in the month of December. Congratulations. And if you're going to be attending someone else's wedding, enjoy. You deserve it. And also, on a side note, I just felt like telling, I am doing makeup for occasions like these, especially for bridals and stuff like that. That's how you see that I'm all dressed up. And I also have another channel where I'm doing makeup related things. So I am open for bookings. So in case if you're looking for a bridal makeup, or in case if you're going for a wedding or any outing or office event, you can definitely contact me if you like my work. All right, and then we've got last one, You've got the power. You use your abilities to resolve the situation. You can do it. Okay, you can do it. You have all the ability to do it. As you can see, got this really pretty little baby flying in the air, not flying in the air, on a rope. Looks like they're flying in the air, but that's how you're going to be feeling, light-weighted. Even with the Fool card, he's almost about to jump off a cliff, but he's light-weighted. Okay, so I hope that you've liked this reading. Thank you very much. Bye.